Okay, so second video, and let's just say I learned a few things. I joined the Redout Discord the other day, and the folks in there, they're lovely, and they taught me a few things, namely that the version of the game, the final patched enhanced edition, is apparently not the one that all the serious gamers play on. So they taught me how to revert to the proper version, 1.6 point something, it's whatever the VR edition was. And yeah, the main difference that I could tell is that the walls, I mean, they explained it to me, but the walls are very different. They're much stickier. You kind of get stuck on them a fair bit when you bounce. And then the other thing I noticed, which was interesting, is that the speed readout on the vehicle itself is actually much higher in the final patch version than it is in the version that they play on. Just coming in hot with correction recording. I realized, as you'll be able to see on screen now, I was just doing a quick experiment to record the difference in the scrapes on the loop. And I went, wait a minute, that speed gap, that's about double-ish. Is this just imperial versus metric? And yep, yeah, when I switched between versions, it switched me from metric back to imperial. So that's why the numbers were smaller. Yep, that's boy howdy. All right, back to the other recording me. Generally, so that was interesting. I also noticed that there's some physics changes in terms of how that speed translates in game to like the gravity. For example, in the final version of the game, the loop on Kalima, I'm constantly scraping the ground, whereas in this older version of the game, at maximum speed, it's rare that I ever touch the ground. So I've been adjusting. There isn't too much to have to relearn, but I did learn that there's a fair bit of new stuff, and you know what? That's fine. At first I was really dismayed. I thought I'd have to do a whole lot of work to get my times back to where they need to be, but frankly, I immediately sat down and started breaking my personal bests on a bunch of tracks in the older version of the game, so I'm not really worried about it. I wasn't top 5 in most tracks I was touching anyways. Most, let's say 95%. But you know, the grind continues. Today, the video that I have together is for the track Voxel. I started the day at 27.710 in 24th place, and the spread towards between, I don't know, like 27th down to 5th place is all within that 1 second. So I felt like, you know, I'm already in that second. I should be able to shave some time. And you can see here a number of attempts. I just was throwing myself at it, trying to find the line again after not playing it for a while. And I think it turned out pretty good. I only shaved off 0.3 of a second, I think it was, like a little bit less than that. And that was enough to take me from 24th down to 17th, which is pretty sweet. So another thing that I noticed, or I realized in preparing for this, is I kind of got this ass backwards, where I have this whole workflow to get all the footage prepared, but it's in the timeline, and the video editor has a rough time actually playing back the footage in real time. Maybe there's something I can be doing better, but the point is that I should export the footage of the gameplay first and then review it and then have some thoughts and then record these videos. So I have to figure out a new workflow, but I'm using Kdenlive. I managed to come up with some template effects that I can use to quickly apply to racing footage, and then that will allow me to very quickly crop, position, align, etc. 4 separate streams of footage side by side, as you saw or are seeing in this video here. But yeah, I'm excited about the progress that I made today. I'm looking forward to making more progress, and I will hopefully have a better workflow so I can actually review the footage in advance and have some thoughts on it. But I'll be looking at this footage after the fact and trying to figure out how I might do some sort of specific analysis to develop an opinion on how I can do the game better. Anyways, I can see on the timeline that I've extended past where the gameplay footage was, but thanks very much for watching, and here's hoping I continue improving.